this lesson, we're going to look at things that sound alike. The technical term for that is homophones. In English, as in most languages, there are words that sound the same, but they don't necessarily mean the same. Here's a pear. Here's also a pear. Get them mixed up and it can lead to problems. And that's the case true with the examples we're going to be looking at. It's and its, there and there, your and your, lose and loose. ITS, its, is the possessive. That means belonging to it. Here, you don't use an apostrophe even though you might think that it should have one, being a possessive. Its homophone, IT apostrophe S, its, is a contraction of it is or it has. So whenever you're using it in this sense, it has an apostrophe. Remember, being a contraction, this is informal, and therefore it's unlikely to find its way into your formal technical writing. Unfortunately, even people who know the difference between its and its sometimes get it wrong, because if you're using any kind of predictive text, if you type ITS, it often defaults to IT apostrophe S. Unless you proofread your text properly, they might slip through. There, THERE, indicates a place, while THEIR, there, is a possessive, meaning belonging to them. There, THEY apostrophe RE, is a contraction of they are. They clearly are not interchangeable. They mean quite different things. Here's a sentence, however, with all three of them in it. Put the cakes over there, said their father. They're for later. Again, it's important not to mix these up. Similarly with your and your. YOUR, your, means that which belongs to you, while your, YOU apostrophe RE, is a contraction of you are. Again, this is informal. It's acceptable in informal writing and of course speech, but just like the other informalities we looked at, they really shouldn't be present in your formal technical writing. Here's an example involving them both. You're going to get into trouble if you let your dog loose. And our last one, loose and lose. Strictly speaking, these aren't really homophones because they don't exactly sound the same, but I think the way some people say them, they do, and that's perhaps the problem. Loose is an adjective meaning not tight or firm, or it's a verb meaning to release, while lose is a verb meaning to misplace. And as I said, they don't really sound the same, but people do confuse them and sometimes use them interchangeably, which of course is quite wrong. Here's an example. If your writing is loose and undisciplined, you may lose your book deal. So in this lesson, we've looked at words that sound alike, homophones, but ones, if we get them confused, often lead to quite a lot of prejudice about our writing. Confusing its and its, there and there, your and your, or even lose and loose, tend to be a sure sign to your reader that things are not all well with your understanding of grammar and punctuation. On that note, let's leave our last word to Lynn Truss, the editor, columnist and broadcaster, who wrote a very popular book about English punctuation entitled Eats, Shoots and Leaves, a zero-tolerance approach to punctuation. In that book she says the following: we may curse our bad luck that its sounds like its, there sounds like there, and your sounds like your. But if we are grown-ups who have been through full-time education, we have no excuse for muddling them up. If you would like to find out more about writing, why not subscribe to this channel? Or take a look at 2 of my books, which were written specially for those who find it difficult. Also, you can keep in touch on Twitter and follow my blog, The Business of Discovery. I look forward to seeing you next time.